Welcome back to the ultimate four-wheel drive adventure in Swaziland. And we catch up with the teams as they start to head up the zigzags. The zigzags are an old school bus route that's eroded away over time, and obviously not used by vehicles anymore, except on this kind of adventure. Teams have got two routes to choose from, and as they decide which one to take, you can see the one on the left looks a little bit easier, the one that Nick is doing right now. And then the bonus one on the right would be the one that you'd get to get more points.
Fantastisch. Hè?
You'd lose points if you needed help to get out of these obstacles, but that's what this adventure is all about. Discovering your own limits and discovering the limits of your vehicle. And discovering how strong your friends are as well, by the looks of things. That's a 4x4 times 4 men as well. Hannes and Gert Opperman here built the CJ5 themselves. Always got a big smile on their faces, and they live for these kind of events. It's a magnificent backdrop. Of course, Swaziland very well known for all of its hiking trails. Nearby Shlani National Park is home to a diverse wildlife including lions, hippos and elephants. And of course, just in the background, the Lobombo Mountains.
See there? Yes.
Expert rescues, we do various things up in Africa and around South Africa. So we love the outdoor, we love to go with the 4x4 clubs. We basically can handle anything. We've got the air medical on standby for this event, and then we also have basically all the medical equipment needed for any trauma case that might happen.
Fantastic to have the Expat Rescue Service on this event. You can't go and do events like this without their support. Looks like it's starting to become a bit of an N1 highway here for these vehicles, but it is a bit easier in some points of this adventure than others. A bit of breathing room here before we head up to a section known as Graceland. Starts with a big downhill over some massive rock plates, and then all the way down into the valley and up the other side. Bit daunting when you look at it from this point of view, but when you're in the vehicles, it's going to be an adventure of note. Henk de Klerk. Small issue with the tyre coming off the rim, but they got it sorted quickly with the help of Gerrit Oosthuizen. They seem to be on their way again. Here's Rian Swanepoel, who's going to show us how to get up the wall in the Team FU Science Jeep. That's an impressive bit of driving, that's for sure. Media support vehicle with Shane Kelp in it. Zone off-road products on the side of that car. Get him up and over the wall. Nick Harris in the Cafe Cream vehicle going very nicely over the wall to get to the other side. It's always impressive to see how these vehicles cope with what's thrown at them. The next obstacle, an erosion sloot. And Nick Harris having some fun with the rest of us to show us the amazing flex of his Jeep. Look at that. Certainly won't be able to do that in Santon now, would you? Have a look in the background as well. Got a bit of a crowd starting to follow us here. The local school kids are being entertained by the capabilities of these 4x4s.
Hy sal gaan. Hy gaan. Hy klim. Hy gaan. Hey! Jou ass sien. Wow. Yes. Ons wou hom nie voetie te kom Swanny.
Superb capabilities of these vehicles being shown to the crowds, that's for sure. And they're just loving it. On the way out in the second last part of Graceland.
So how are you going to do this one?
I don't know. I think we must first get straight. Oh, there you are. So we'll first get in line and not do what he's doing, obviously.
Nick drove it into a tree and we lost the tire. So we're going to winch it past the tree and then replace the tire.
Jy het nou heeltemal af hier voor gegaan.
It's incredible to see what happens if you avoid the trees. How you can get through the obstacles. We're on our way out of Graceland, and there's a couple of little obstacles that might make life interesting for some of the teams. But as the night falls, we clear the top of Graceland, and day one is almost done. The last section had to be done in the dark, and this was making for some slow moving, and a couple of co-drivers having to walk in front of the 4x4s to look out for the safest routes, because there's lots of sharp drop-offs hidden by the grass, and one had to be pretty careful in the last uphill, Handbrake Hill. However, disaster. Martin and Francois falling victim. Caught out by one of the sharp hidden drop-offs, and the Pajero rolling down the side. Luckily, no injuries though.
He knows what to do, you know. He knows the ropes and he knows how to do it. So he wants to get stuck in and help where he can.
Fortunately, enough hands on deck and vehicles to get that Pajero back into a decent driving area. Join us after the break though for some more action from the ultimate four-wheel drive adventure.